After the game last night, Shohei addressed his performance, being able to get out of those jams, and of course the rumors surrounding the upcoming trade deadline. Here's what he said.
Shohei, can you take us back and tell us about your performance today? How were you able to get out of that jam early on, especially in that first inning?
そこでもゼロで抑えれたのはそう大きかったかなと思います。
I had all those hitters down to 2 strikes, and you got that 2 strike single off of me 3 in a row, but I was able to hang in there and somehow get out of it.
That, Perry obviously is the one that makes decisions on your future here, but, obviously with the losing, and you've talked about wanting to be with a winner, do you feel like you want to be here both in the short term and in the long term?
また明日もあるので切り替えて頑張りたいなと思ってます。
Regardless of where I'm playing, I'm going to give it my all and try to win that ball game that's right in front of me. And I'm with the Angels right now, and I'm very thankful for what they've done, and I really love the team, I love my teammates, and right now I'm an Angel, so that's all I can really focus on at this point.
All right, so take that for whatever you will. We're not going to speculate whether or not Shohei's going to be here next week, but Gooby, I just can't imagine being a player in this moment. You know that everybody's, around him. He knows that his name is out there. As a player, how difficult is that?
Erica and Tim, you probably didn't get your name out there as much as far as rumors. It's the hardest thing because, you have families and you have friends. And I know just from my conversation with everybody on this team, they all want to play for the Angels this entire season and in the future. But that being said, when your name's out there, as a player, you want to buy a house. You want to be comfortable in your home. You want to make it good for your family. And next thing you know, you're being, potentially traded somewhere else. There's a lot of stress on you as a player because you're never really comfortable. You want to know your team wants you. They always would say, you know what, when other teams want you, that's a good feeling. Go, no, it's not a good feeling because you want your own team to say, you're part of our future, and you're not going anywhere.
Okay, that's a great point right there, because I think what the message you're sending, and when you trade somebody, is obviously we're kind of giving up on this season. And as a player, I was always in the position where we had some bad years where I was seeing guys go, and it was so sad. It was almost depressing as a player because you're going, gosh, I guess the season's over, So I never was in that trade talk, but I was that player that saw his teammates maybe being traded, and it was tough. It's tough on the rest of the clubhouse because you're all looking at them going, we want the best for him, but we want it to work out here. And then when they leave and he's going to go off to better pastures and get to experience something you're not, it's kind of a sad, moment. It's a little bit of a depression for the rest of the team.
You're a family. I mean, when you think about it, it's always, everyone always says this, but you're around your teammates more than your actual family. When you think about during the baseball season and your career, you're there together 8-9 months a season. So that's why it's tough when you leave, or a friend leaves, because that's one of your family.
And the players take it personally too much. Like when there's a change at the staff level, they take that personally. We got to do our job. All right. Well, we'll see what happens with the trade deadline next week. Gooby.